Good afternoon. My name is Nicole Rodriguez, and today I will be speaking about HIV transmission. To be more specific, I will be informing you on the steps that must take place in order for one infected individual to transmit this virus to another uninfected individual. It is important you understand ways in which HIV can and cannot be transmitted. First, I would like to speak to you about ways that HIV cannot be transmitted. Oftentimes, people believe that through kissing and through saliva, HIV can be transmitted. However, this is not true. HIV cannot be transmitted through saliva, which means that it cannot be transmitted through sharing drinks, food, or even cutlery with an infected individual. Other ways in which HIV cannot be transmitted include toilet seats, sitting on a toilet seat that someone who is infected has sat on. It cannot be transmitted through touching. It also can be transmitted from pets to humans or even through insect bites. However, HIV can be transmitted through unprotected sexual intercourse, needles such as sharing unsterilized needles for drug use, and from a mother to a baby. Now, the most common of ways in which HIV can be transmitted includes unprotected sexual intercourse. Now, there are still a couple things that must take place in order for the virus to successfully transmit from one individual to another. First, it matters the nature of the area that is penetrated. It is more likely for HIV to transmit if the area penetrated is a wet skin area. This includes the anus and the vagina. These are our mucous membranes in our body. That being said, it is not easy for HIV to successfully transfer from one person to another because our mucous membranes have defenses. These defenses include the epithelial cells, which they are layered with. So in order for the virus to fully transmit from one person to another, it must first pass through these epithelial cells. Then we also have antibodies that kill germs. And this HIV that is entering our body is an unknown substance. That being said, our body does release antibodies to kill this virus. If this virus survives, it must then pass through our immune cells, which are below the surface. If these immune cells do not stop the HIV from coming in, then it enters our important blood vessels. This is where it becomes a problem. Once these blood vessels are contaminated, and once these lymphatic vessels do not fully fight off the HIV, then is when it becomes a permanent virus in our body. Once it becomes a permanent virus in our blood and lymphatic vessels, it spreads to all our organs, tissues, and that is when the infection becomes permanent. All of these steps must occur in order for the transmission to be 100% successful, and in order for one individual to spread it to another uninfected individual. Thank you.